you're not going to believe this, but because it's going to sound like a tale from a Greek myth, how horrible it was. But so when I'm 6'2", I'm trying to drop some fat with my trainer, Katie. She's cooking my meals. We're doing great. I was 6'2", and I weighed 125 pounds when I was a teenager and then going into my 20s. Totally emaciated. I was so ashamed of my body. I didn't want to look in the mirror. And so I would go to college. I went to UCLA, 25,000 drop dead gorgeous co-eds. My hormones raging, and I felt absolutely invisible. But the really hard thing was not just that. I would get dates, and then I would show up for the date, and there would be a note on the door. So sorry, I had to take my dog to the vet. If only this had not happened on the first date. I actually wound up having a scrapbook of all those rejection notes. So that rejection and that confusion for 2 years, 3 years at UCLA was horrific. But then for 2 years after, I would go back to the UCLA campus and just haunt it and trying to find anyone to talk to. I call it my lonely ghost years. So it was that kind of profound, just suffering. I remember, this is a true story. Use your ability to tell when someone's speaking from the heart. I remember walking up Bruin Walk, which was a central pathway at UCLA, screaming out loud, when am I going to solve this? And I swear to you, I heard a voice in my head saying, when you solve it for others, you'll solve it for yourself. And then I stumbled onto NLP years later, and I thought, I could quit being a paralegal and make a lot of money using this stuff. So I used it, tested it, it worked. I wound up writing a book. But for me, it was unbelievable loneliness and a tremendous amount of envy and rage. I remember being so envious and filled with spite and resentment that I saw a very handsome guy with a woman. And I thought, I want to spit acid in your face. That's how bad it was. So for me, it was that long, slow period of torturous loneliness that really inspired me to do it. And then I also believed from the time I was a very young man that I was put here for a reason, that I was not just going to eat, sleep, fuck, die, that I was here to make an impact and to change the world. I always believed it, always. So that's my story. And I want to fetch a piece of history from my safe while the other people give their answer. I grabbed a piece of history. The whole worldwide pickup and seduction community started with this. This was my first book. We glued it. I would hand them to my mother. She would stick them in the envelopes, address them, and we mail them out. That's it. This is how the whole production community got started. That. See the copyright? Can you see it? 1989.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Guys, by the way, I have to jump off. Like I like actually 2 beautiful girls waiting me in a bedroom, so it's time. It's a midnight here. So pleasure, all of you, Rose, guys. See you. Enjoy. Have a great conversation. Bye.
Thanks.